Well, it's been a while since I've updated you on the garden, so let's go and have a look. It's springtime, so it's a bit chilly, but things are looking good. The cherry tree. This is Accolade. It's called Accolade, this cherry. And I bought it from Bathford Nurseries, which is about half a mile, about a kilometre that way. It's enormous. It's hard to see in this good of grey weather, but it is just full of blossom. It's just about starting to drop as well. So I was in Japan last week, just beginning of this week, and the blossom had just started there. I was a bit afraid I'd miss blossom there and here, but it's come out and looks amazing. So how I've looked after this one, well, it's had a bit of manure around the bottom this year, and this is the Hakone clover, which is just starting to sprout down here, the forest grass. So this is going to sweep over here. It's going to look like a greeny yellow color, and it's just amazing. And at the same time, the magnolia, the stellata, is out as well. So it's looking good. In fact, the whole garden is looking quite green and lush this year. We've not had a lot of frost or a lot of cold, so the chamomile is just about surviving. But if it goes, I don't really mind, because we've got moss coming in. We've got all sorts of moss just making its way through the stonework. And if this was all moss, I'd be very happy. You might have noticed a few strings, a bit of rope on the maple. Now, it's got some big heavy weights, some rocks down the bottom. And what I want to try and do is bring some of these branches down so we can kind of platform them more. It's not doing so badly this year. Oh, it's really squelchy mud down there. You can start to see how my pruning has just started to take effect. Everything's sort of leveling off. But you can see this one's going up. So what I want to do is just bring it down. This is just jute rope tied round. It's not going to rub. It's going to be all right. I've seen it done elsewhere. Everything else is looking pretty good. Pine in the corner. It's just starting to lose its old needles and put some new ones on. The Photinia has gone bright scarlet. We're starting to get mottling on the lanterns. See, it looks like this originally, and now people got lichens and things coming in. This moss was donated by my ex-flatmates, so it's come off their roof. They've had to redo their roof, and it seems to be solid. So I'm hoping this is going to spread across. What else is going on? Bamboos. It's all sort of sprouting up now. A Cryptomeria japonica, this Japanese cedar, when I bought it, it was about here, and now it's way up there. So I might have to chop the top off that, because it's going to get too big and unwieldy otherwise. So yeah, this main bit of the garden is looking pretty good. Patio still looks a bit rubbish, I think, a bit sort of too linear and yuck, but we'll come to that some other time. The Zen garden needs a clean. I have washed all this gravel this year, but it needs a bit of a tidy up. And in the side garden, well, it's just starting to green up now. Some of the ferns are still asleep. The wasabi has been growing and is flowered. So got some flowers. And if you have these in tempura, they're really nice. What else is going on? Not a lot else. The pond has just started springing into life. I'm thinking of removing one of these ponds, the one at the top here, because it's just full of mosquito larvae, which is not what I want. I'm still considering whether to put some sort of structure in here. I mean, Monty talked about having a tea house. Yeah, maybe expensive, complicated, might be nice to sit out. I really could do with an onsen though. That's the one thing I miss from Japan. So have a look down there. It's looking green and lush. It's going to get greener and lusher as the time goes on. I'm rushing through this because it's quite cold out here. And what have we got to look forward to? Well, lots of things. We've got tulips in the pots here. These are looking good. I've got bulbs for summer under here. I've taken a maple out of here. I did have a maple, and that's gone round to the front. I will talk about that some other time. We've got Japanese anemones, some transplanted, I think these might be lilies. These used to be in the pots over there, but I've moved them to here. And a few tulips as well. And I'm gonna see that drop and all the green leaves come out. So it's all go. And then of course we've got to have these buds breaking on the maple. Well, that's a very quick tour. It's like 5-6 minutes tour of the garden. It's looking good. And if you're stuck indoors like I am, I'm up there doing my work, then it's great to have this to look out on. So I hope your garden's doing well, and even if you just got a few pots, it does make you feel better about the world. And I'll tell you what, that cherry is making me very happy this week. I'll see you soon, probably, at this rate. Bye.